monetize her TikTok account so she can start making money online. You see that if I keep talking, some of people are more focused on, see how she's talking, your daughters are spoiling. See, if you know you're a parent, take front row seat in this discussion, because it is not enough to insult me. Your daughters are growing.
Ma, without due respect, your content is becoming very foolish and insensitive. Are you trying to blame the victim? Is that what you're doing? You're trying to blame the victim instead of charging adults to be adults at all situations. When I was 20 years old, I wanted to become an actress. I met Tichidi Chinkiri. At that time, he was the leading Nollywood director. May God bless that man forever. I came to his set. When I met him, he said, "Oh, you want to be an actress and all that?" I said, "Yes, I want to be an actress." He said, "Wait for me." After he finished shooting for the day, he called me aside and he said, "You want to be an actress? Can I give you an honest advice?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "This industry is saturated and this industry is becoming very toxic and unsafe for girls like you. Let me tell you, go back to school. Finish your school. If you want to be an actress, come back when you are more matured. They will use you, they will dump you, they will mess you up in this industry, and you will still not get what you want, because the industry is saturated and it has become politicized. Nobody knows you. It is very dangerous for you to build a career now in this industry. They will mess you up unless you're willing to share yourself around." He said something else. He said, "Better still, make money and come into the industry as a co-producer or a producer. Then if you put down your money, people will be able to give you roles and you will feature in your own movies without them conditioning you by making you sleep with them and all that." I took that advice that day. I went to, and literally that advice changed my life. I came back home and I forgot everything about acting. I went back to school. One thing was on my mind. I wanted to make money and come back to the industry to pursue my dreams, and that's exactly what I did. Don't you know that they have a higher zeal? They want to pursue everything they want. Don't you know they are not thinking right? Don't you know that youthful exuberance is still high in them? What we are saying is that we are charging adults to be adults. So who to blame here is all the adults surrounding that girl that never acted like adults. The adults that lured her to wherever he lured her to, and the parents that never acted as parents. They let her loose. Someone old enough to be her father. Even if she threw herself to you willingly, if that adult was a responsible adult, you would have come on, run home to your parents. He didn't do such a thing. Instead, he took advantage of her. You dare blame her? When all the adults around her were very responsible, including the foolish one that lured her to her death. You are blaming her as if you're not a mother, as if you can beat your chest and say that you have total control over your 20-year-old. Instead of you to use your big platform to charge adults to be adults at all situations, you dare blame her? Madam, this is very, very insensitive of you. I've been watching your content. I see the way you bash women up and down and all that. You are obviously a pick-me, but not in this situation. I don't want to say too much and I don't want to sound rude, but this is not right. Try to be sensitive with some of your comments, including at critical times like this, please. The problem with most of you here is that you have ears. You have ears, including the teenagers. You have ears, you don't make use of them. You have ears, make use of them. You already know me. I'm Lady Sisi and I'm done.